parti pour un nouveau jeu, c'est Retour. Donc c'est tout, on va tout de suite démarrer. Donc ça reprend après de la trilogie de Retour vers le futur. 5 chapitres, donc c'est en chapitre. Donc on va prendre le premier. Chapitre 1. Oh la musique, trop bien. Ces épisodes, nouvelle partie. Avant de commencer, voulez-vous que le jeu vous fasse savoir quand Marty a de nouveaux objectifs? Ouais, vas-y. On galérera moins.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
What
the temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ah, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Ah non, je crois que ça reprenait après la trilogie.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler.
Non.
I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Time machine? We have a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Sauf que la voiture elle revient pas, ça c'est pas mal.
Doc?
Y'a pas un petit problème?
That's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Alors, tu dois trouver le carnet de Doc. Doc a besoin de son carnet. Fais le marqué sur la gauche. Avoir voté. Ok. Ah, évident.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C.
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu.
Déjà vu. Oups.
Doc?
Oups.
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake!
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Après la trilogie.
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Back to the future. J'adore. Épisode 1. Une question de temps. Écrit et réalisé par Andy Hertzell, Max Stammel. Constant histoire, Bob Gale quand même.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset on using his land for that new parking garage. And hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Okay.
Hey, let me!
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
I miss Einstein.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him. Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh, ha. But really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Ok, on va essayer de regarder tout ce qu'on peut faire.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything. Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. It smells like beef stew. Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly. Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Non,
Sorry,
ben,
Marty.
du coup je peux pas, il me manque quelque chose.
Hey, Biff. I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Il veut pas me le donner, hein.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
Ah, t'es chiant, hein, Vif, hein. Putain. Ah, tu vas me le donner, oui. Car il est dangereux. Car
Just
il est
can't let you
dangereux.
keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
Cool.
I'll take my chances.
Ouais. Bon, bah,
Never mind.
Faut que je trouve autre chose. C'est quoi ça?
Looks like a hand crank lightning rod. Or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener. Seems kinda empty without the
Ah,
courthouse.
j'ai déjà fait ça. Ça, j'ai déjà fait. J'ai déjà fait. Lui, il veut rien. Ça, j'ai fait. Attends.
I'll probably never know what this is for. Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
On va mettre
Let's
à fond.
make some
On va
noise.
faire comme le film, hein. Hop, on va mettre à fond. Toum.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Team Lego. Toujours présent, disons. Attends. Purificateur. Charge.
Hey, Dad.
Qui regardait cette vente?
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
You guys with the butterfly. Doc est vivant.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
À 10h? Oh là là. Ah ça je profite, hein. J'ai un petit long week-end donc du coup je profite.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
Ok man. Bon, tu te trompes.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
Bah oui, mais il a mon carnet, il est enfoiré. Tu te trompes au sujet de là, pourquoi de Biff?
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff. But I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
Ok.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah.
Ouais,
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
Ah, t'es relou, hein. Prends un pour ton Biff.
Problem?
Non.
Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. He found it first, but...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Ça, crois-moi, je
Or
peux
something.
Puis jouer tard, c'est pas bon, hein, logiquement. Enfin, surtout si tu bosses le lendemain, là, c'est mort.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Ah, c'est pour ça que je joue beaucoup moins quand je bosse le lendemain, parce que sinon, laisse tomber, je suis hyper crevé, c'est un truc de malade. Ok, bon, on va essayer de trouver d'autres choses, parce qu'il faut que je récupère le carnet de l'autre pignouf là, et je sais pas comment m'y prendre. Attends, c'est quoi ça?
Hey, I'm gonna try something.
Puis con. Ok, donc ça va pas.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. Kind of like Doc.
Ok. Tu as récupéré la guitare du Marty, ouvre ton inventaire en appuyant sur la touche carré. Ah, d'accord. Guitare Marty.
May
Examiner.
not look like much, but it packs a wallop.
Mets la photo de George McFly en surbrillance, puis appuie sur la touche carré pour étudier de plus près. D'accord.
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
Ok. D'accord, je peux utiliser avec mon inventaire. Ok. Ah, moi non plus, ça va. Ah, merci, aujourd'hui c'était galère au boulot en plus. Comme ça, j'ai fait du rab. Ras le cul. Bah, profite alors. Profite parce qu'après c'est hyper galère, putain. Présence c'est l'ampli, ok, brancher les guitares. Ah oui, l'ampli, d'accord. Oui.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Oui. Oh putain, il est con.
Hey, look! It's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Mets-le à fond. Ça va faire.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Ding.
Whoa!
Oh, ça fait mal ça.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Et du coup, j'ai récupéré. Ouais, cool, j'ai mon carnet. J'ai le carnet du doc.
Doc, where are you?
Ah, la DeLorean est revenue. Avec Einstein. Yeah. Bientôt ma DeLorean sera comme ça. Bientôt. Ah, trophée. Héritage du doc. Attends, je regarde autour plus loin, à voir s'il n'y a pas d'interactivité. Je regarde un peu. Il n'y a rien du tout en fait. Ok, cherche les indices pour découvrir où Doc peut bien être. Attends, je regarde, mais c'est dans le bouquin, je pense.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
D'accord. Ok.
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Einstein! Le convecteur temporel. Ok. Ok, alors, magnétophone.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the
Le
DeLorean's
système de
automatic
perche
retrieval
automatique de la
feature is
DeLorean
a
est un
resounding
succès.
success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure
Si je ne
to
parviens
return
pas à
to the
regagner la
DeLorean
DeLorean
within
au bout
allotted
d'un certain
time,
temps,
I
la
programmed the
machine à
time
voyager
machine
dans le
to
temps
jump
est
to these
programmée
four-dimensional
pour se rendre
coordinates
à ces
without me.
coordonnées.
As you are well aware, time
Quoi,
travel is an
tridimensionnel?
inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on.
Date du bas. Du
Crap!
départ.
Oh, great. How am I supposed to
Comment
find him
je
now?
trouve, moi, maintenant. Donc faut trouver la date du départ, d'accord. Ok.
Okay, Doc, I
chaussure.
know I haven't seen you in a
D'accord,
few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Ce n'est pas votre chaussure, ok. Interrupteur du circuit temporel.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Quand chercher Doc alors, il y a quoi dedans la voiture? Oui, ben je sais, pas besoin de me le dire. Ah, attends. Il y a quoi?
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
D'accord.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know
Bon,
when to
il
look
faut
for
une
Doc.
date. Faut que je trouve une date. Bon, là, il n'y a plus rien. On va dans les indices. Alors...
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor
Ouais,
and the
c'est vrai.
DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Dans la chaussure.
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
Non, ok. On va le voir derrière. Ah non, il n'y a pas de coffre. T'as le coffre, il est à l'avant, non. Sur la DeLorean. Il n'y a pas un truc. Ah, Einstein.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
On va lui donner la chaussure. Il a peut-être reniflé la chaussure, on va voir. Et cherche. Cherche Einstein.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
Est-ce que ça va marcher, ça?
Great Scott! I think he's onto
Nom
something.
de Zeus! Ah bah ça a marché, cool. Ok. Donc on va... Yes, Kate. Yes. C'est bien ça.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Pancarte de la salle d'arcade. Strickland.
Step away from the door.
Ah bon? Ah, cool.
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
J'adore, c'est trop bien. Alors, Einstein m'a conduit ici. Strickland, j'ai quelque chose pour vous.
E. Strickland? You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
La famille.
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you...
Nah.
Eh si. Hein? La chaussure. Attends, j'ai
I
pas la
don't think
chaussure.
so.
Je ne crois pas. Pourquoi
I haven't got all day.
Oh, elle est chiante, ta vieille. Qu'est-ce que je lui donne? Ça.
Ah, you're trying my patience, young man.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Aussi chiante que Strickland.
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a
Les
fact.
skateboarders
Look it up.
sont des hooligans, putain. J'ai quelque chose pour vous. Ouais, mais comment je fais, moi?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Qu'est-ce que je lui ai donné? J'en sais rien, moi. Photo de genre, ça servait à rien. Et ça marche? Non, ça marche pas. Ah non! Attends. J'avais mal fait tout à l'heure. Voilà.
A shoe? Oh, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Ouais, ok. Pas de problème, salut. À la prochaine.
Leave that creature outside!
Laissez les créatures dehors.
Sorry,
Pas de Einstein.
Einstein.
Elle aime pas les chiens. Ok.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Ok. Alors, on va finir.
Have a seat, Sonny.
Asseyez-vous, mon petit.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Et comment elle gueule. J'adore. Et la vieille. Attends, j'ai commencé par là. On va tout faire.
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past?
Ça va falloir qu'on le découvre.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lover's Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Alors, ça c'est bon.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Strickland.
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Ok. Donc la photo, je l'ai vue. Attends, ça je l'ai vu.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Je confonds le bruit du radiateur avec le bruit de la machine. C'est génial.
The candy looks older than I am. Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Ok.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to find a doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Hey, there's Jennifer's mom coming out of the market.
Mrs. Parker? I find it curious that she always uses the same strapping red-headed bag boy. Don't you?
If there's a clue to find a doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Bol du chat, Edna. On va voir.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes?
Quand avez-vous perdu votre
Remember
chaussure?
when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. When was it? Oh, yes. The day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Ok, c'est trouvé où exactement ce bar clandestin, c'est longtemps.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Ok, faut regarder tous les jours.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out! Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously
Le
the day
lendemain
after
de
the
l'incendie
speakeasy
qui a
burned
ravagé le bar
down.
clandestin. Le lendemain, ok. Salut Yaya, comment tu vas? Ça faisait un moment, disons.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a
D'ailleurs, je vais poser
reporter
cette
back
question-là.
in the day.
Ça. Je peux pas
Any
virer.
idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Le lendemain, ok. Bon, ça va, tranquille. Je profite de mon petit long week-end.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that?
Tiff Tanner! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Concierge de service, c'est trop bien. Ouais,
Don't let
il
me
est
keep
payant.
you from
Ouais.
your business.
Bah, je l'ai acheté quand il était en,
You there!
il était en
Don't
solde
even
en fait.
think
Il soldait
about
sur le
tossing
PS4.
that
Donc, du coup, je l'ai payé que
Kleenex
5 euros en
on the
fait. Donc 5 euros, ça va. Hein. Parce que je crois que logiquement, il doit avoir dans les 15-20 euros, je crois. Donc,
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Et vu que j'aime bien Retour vers le futur, du coup, je me suis dit, hop, c'est une cause. Oh, ça, c'est pas cher en plus. Puis pareil que tu peux
Hey,
dire non,
mind
enfin,
if I use your
il
binoculars for a sec?
est
Go
assez long le
ahead,
jeu.
dear.
Donc, enfin, c'est épisodique, hein, mais. Ouais, trop cool. Valet vidéo. 1932. Ah bah, c'est, on a la date, 1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Il me faut une
Don't
date.
look at
Faut que je trouve
me.
une date.
I'm far too old for you.
Ok, donc faut que je vire la vieille en fait. Ok, la vieille s'est retournée là-haut. Faut que je trouve où est Doc. Parce qu'apparemment Doc a disparu.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's
Ben en
boiling
fait,
by now.
ça reprend après la trilogie en fait. Donc du coup, tout le monde croit que Doc est mort ou a quitté la ville ou a disparu. Et vu qu'il est endetté, ben en fait,
Let's see.
ben,
Ground broken
t'as son
on
père,
site of former
donc
speakeasy. Singer
George
vanishes.
McFly a
Hill
décidé en
Valley
fin de
Expo
compte de
delights
mettre aux
crowd.
enchères toutes les
Soup
affaires du
kitchen
Doc.
exposed.
Sauf que
Here we go.
dans les affaires du Doc, il y avait son
Speakeasy,
carnet,
arsonist
le carnet qui
Legal
notait tout en
procedure
fait.
gave way to old-fashioned
Et
vengeance
bizarrement,
last
t'as la
night when a mob
DeLorean qui est
descended
revenue
on
tout
the
seul
Hill Valley
avec
police
Einstein, donc le
station.
chien du
The
Doc.
suspect in
tout
the
seul.
speakeasy arson
Et lui
case,
demander
a
de
drifter
le
known as
retrouver
Carl
parce qu'il avait
Sagan,
des
was
problèmes.
pulled from his
Le problème, c'est qu'au
Carl
moment où il
Sagan.
lui a dit ça, eh ben, il n'avait pas de date.
killed by a mob.
Donc, du coup, il essaie de
What's the
trouver la
date?
date pour pouvoir
June
partir avec la
14th,
DeLorean.
1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Donc là, on essaie de trouver une date pour partir de la DeLorean.
Papers.
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me.
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done?
Ah, c'est pas mal de reprendre après la trilogie. J'avais cru que j'allais reprendre tout le film, mais non, c'est cool. D'avoir un petit après.
Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Ok, bon, on y va. Allez, c'est la sœur de Tannen en fait. Ouais, c'est ça, je crois. Ah non, de Strickland. Le professeur dans Retour à le futur.
Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that get-up?
Je suis déguisé pour une soirée d'Halloween, uniforme de travail, pièce de l'école.
We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
Essayer de retrouver des trucs, des
I hope
indices.
so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Ok, donc c'est parti, on y va.
You ready to go, Einstein?
Alors, attends, je regarde. Alors, du coup, on part pour 1900. Attends, merde, je l'ai pas vu.
According to this, Doc's gonna get killed on June
Le
14th,
12 juin
1931.
1931.
I've got to go back to June 13th to rescue him.
Donc, 11 juin 1931. Ok. 11 juin. Tac.
I've got to turn on the time circuits
Eh
first.
ouais, bientôt. Ça va faire bizarre d'ailleurs.
I've got to turn on the time circuits first.
Ok. Attends. Tac.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Hill Valley. Dans la DeLorean. Ah, puis la musique et tout. Ah, et 100 000 abonnés. Oh non, je pense pas. Je pense que ça fait beaucoup quand même. Ça fait un moment que je suis bloqué à... Ça fait un moment que je suis bloqué à 287, 8, je sais plus à combien j'en suis. Donc, ça bloque, je bouge pas. Hill Valley. Cool. Ouais, c'est vrai, hein, c'est vrai, c'est vrai. C'est vrai que des chiffres comme ça fait rêver quand même. Même si comme je dis, hein, je cherche pas les abonnés non plus. Hein, je fais ça juste, c'est juste en premier pour me faire plaisir et puis faire partager ce que j'aime, tout simplement. Après, s'il y en a qui aiment bien ou ils aiment bien mes vidéos, c'est cool. Ou ça peut les aider aussi, c'est pas mal.
Where'd you go now, boy?
Hill Valley. Donc on va essayer de sauver le doc.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only
Me,
man in the
me.
street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
Je connais le doc.